Today we'll be talking about the empowered woman. In the Bible, there are many women who were wise, they had strength, and they had faith. And these three qualities, when found in a woman, are known as women who are empowered. In the Bible, it is written also in Galatians 3, there is no Jew, no Greek, no male, no female, no slave, no free. Everyone is one in Christ. During the Romans, we found that the Christians were going through bad times. And even during those troubled times when Jesus was crucified, and it was a terrifying time for the people who were following his teachings. They were killed, they were burnt, plenty of things were happening. But there are certain women, even during that time, when the Romans ruled the world almost, there were women who were very, very much empowered. Few examples I'll take. There was a woman called Lydia. She was the first one to be converted and became a disciple of Paul. She was a woman of strength in her home. She was a great businesswoman. She sold the purple cloth, as it is written there, and she was powerful where money was concerned. And when she was in a gathering with some women, it happened that she met Paul and she came to know about the teachings. She was so influenced that she encouraged them, opened her home for them, and from her home and with her wealth that she had, and she donated so much for upliftment of the women. Many women who were tortured, who had no strength to speak up, they were empowered by her. Another woman was Priscilla. She and her husband were in a business of tent making. They too were powerful because they had money, but still the Romans were the rulers, and one cannot be powerful when the rulers are so crude as to crucify people, burn them, kill them. Even in those times, these women stood up, opened their homes, and they traveled to empower the women from one city to the other. She was from Corinth, the place, the port city, and during that time, Corinth was considered to be a very, very wealthy trade port, and lot of prostitution was there. During the Roman times, comparatively to these women who were not Romans, the Roman women had no powers. They were extremely rich though, because of their husbands, as long as they were favored by their husbands. These women had no right for vote. Only the men were given citizenship. The women were not even given citizenships. And though they had a lot of female goddesses like Athena, Diana, who were the goddesses of the Romans, the women were not having any powers, except that, as written by a historian, that about thousands of women were sold, were given as wealth, not sold but given as wealth. Like the wealthy women, people give wealth and donations to the temples, thousands of women were given as from these wealthy men as donations to the temple of Aphrodite. And these were the women who once were in favors of the wealthy man, now he is lost interest in them and they are given to the temple. In the temple, they would serve the gods and the people, and mostly used by the men of the temple, because now they are of no use to anybody else, so the slaves would use them. This was the stature of a woman. And during those times, when the powerful rulers had made their women to such a low stature, during that time, the women that otherwise Gentiles or who were following the rules, the laws of Christ, they were women who were empowered. Within their homes, they could stand up, not fearing the Romans, though it was a difficult time. And in difficult time, for women to get up is a great thing. We see Miriam and Martha. They too opened their homes for prayers, for meetings, for gatherings. And these were the people who influenced the women for standing up for their rights, standing up for their respect from home. The real empowerment of a woman starts from home. How much strength she has, how much power she has from her home. And when she rules her home, rules means not dictatorship, but with her wisdom, her strength, and her faith. These are the three tools. No dictatorship, only power of wisdom, power of strength, and the power of faith. Then she is respected in her own home. She becomes a powerful woman. First is the home that a woman gets empowered. If you are not empowered in your homes, how can you be talking about empowerment of women in today's time? And even during that time also. There are very few women. In 1896, a papyrus was found in Cairo Museum. It was a 4-page papyrus. Papyrus is those scrolls, from where it is written, the records are written. And that was a scroll talking about Miriam Magdalene, the first female disciple of Jesus, and she was almost written off from the Bible. Not much is said about her. Though it is a long journey of such a powerful woman who was the first female follower, and through her many, many more followed. And during the time when Jesus was crucified, there was a terror all over. Their leader, their prophet was crucified. People were hiding in their homes, in places. Even the disciples ran away. There were women around him at the cross. And one of the women was Mary Magdalene. And when Jesus was buried in the tomb, there were just 2 women who went there. One was Mary Magdalene, and the other was Mary, the mother of James. It was such a terrible time. They could have been killed. They could have been just thrown away from there anywhere, caught, put in jail. But they never bothered about it. They had the strength and the power of faith within them, and they were wise women. They went to see the tomb, though they did not find Jesus there. But see the power they had, the strength they had within them, that in such a place, people are scared to go, where Romans are standing to just kill them, crucify them, stone them to death, put them in jail. They went there, defying all the laws, defying everything. They were the women of power, They were the women of strength, faith, and they were the women who were empowered. There are plenty more women. You take of the Martha and Mary, where Jesus had gone to pray, and how they opened their homes for them. There was one more, Phoebe. She became a deacon. Priscilla used to travel with Paul to various places to empower women. And then when Jesus was crucified, a writer had written somewhere, which I read, that these powerful women who were very, very rich, they were symbolized as a fat cat. And the symbols of cat were made on the stones with the cat sitting and a tail facing like an arrow. That this is the place, go. And they used to follow that symbols to reach the place of that woman. Her house was open for them so that people would sit together, have a gatherings. Because if those gatherings had not happened, today this would have been just died down. All the teachings, everything that came from God through Jesus, they were the ones who kept the flames up so that people do not forget. Because if the women of the house are empowered, they change the family. Whatever the mother, whatever the female of the house shows, if the woman of the house is weak, the children will be very, very weak. I have met many of my friends, though they are good family girls, women, but so much dominated in their homes that the children are powerless. They can't speak up for themselves in public. They see their mothers being dominated, well educated, but so much dominated, have a great place in public as well as the religious places outside. But within their homes, they have no words to say. They have no power at all. And they produce weaker society. The woman empowerment starts from home. And we have seen and read in the Bible as well as in our lives. We had a leader once ruling our country, a very empowered woman. So and that starts from home. You make your girls empowered. And when they become powerful within their homes, then only they can become powerful in the society and change the society, change the strength of the women. Though in our country also we had very, very powerful rulers, very, very powerful women in the history who had been great leaders. Therefore, when you read the Bible, you get many. I have just taken few from the New Testament, but in the Old Testament also very, very powerful women are there. Read their life, how they conducted their life, what was the power inside of them. Some were wealthy, fine, but some were not that wealthy, but they had the power. Why they had the power? Because the power started from their homes. They were powerful from their homes. When you are powerful in your home, then you make your girls also powerful. Then the girls make the society also powerful. A weak woman can never talk about women empowerment. Only a strong person. But today's time, this has become just a fashion. Talking about women empowerment and doing nothing. Just having parties and some gala functions. Talk about, big talks about women empowerment. But still, the women are, you go to the deeper sections of the society today to see how much they are tortured and put down by the men of their homes. You, if the laws are made, if something is done for the society there, within the homes, people say it is our home, don't interfere. We do what we feel like. So how can you say women empowerment until and unless from the grassroots the women get empowered? The richer women always do the things they feel like. Go anywhere, wear anything, enjoy life. And they are the ones who talk about women empowerment, which they don't even know about what it is. That is it. So much of fakeness. Learn from these women, from the Bible, from the history of the countries, that how much they have done, some of them. And whenever a woman had become empowered, she first started the power from her home. And when you are powerful in your home, you make the society, the female society of any country, of any place, powerful. Education is something else. Very, very highly educated women I have seen at times had no powers at home. Very late it becomes for them to be empowered later on in life, when they have not understood. Men are to be loved, but not let them overpower you. And every house which has a strong woman who has faith and wisdom along with the faith and speaks her mind out is known as a powerful woman. A woman empowerment is seen through her. She does not have to show anyone, but her life is seen by others to understand what the woman empowerment is. Therefore, taking these as some examples from the Bible as well as from the society, I will not be talking much because it becomes too lengthy. Therefore, the home is the place. Empower yourself first from your home, and then become an empowered woman for the society. Because in the Bible it is not written, women are less than men. It is said, Jesus said, all are one in Christ. Therefore, be a powerful woman of wisdom, strength, and faith, first at home. And then you are a powerful woman for the society. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, Words of Wisdom, decoded by Anita Benepal, and I am Anita Benepal. Thank you for watching and liking my videos. God bless you all, and thanks for watching.